It's so nice. Why didn't you buy me?
What's that?
Why didn't you buy me?
Now we can use it.
I need to work.
What's your, which one are you taking on? You wanna sit here?
So, what are we gonna do?
Let's sleep over it, I think.
Do you
Best
think we
thing.
should extend for 3 months?
No, that's too much.
It's too much, and already Tumisha's venue for exams is that side.
Mm.
Oh!
Hey, Bo.
I'm back.
Okay, well done, big boy.
Okay, cool.
YouTube. To end the stream, all you have to do is click down the bottom here on end stream. You sure you want to end your stream? End. We are done. So the advantages of going live this way is that it's fast, it's easy, and that there's no additional software required. So as for the disadvantages or the downsides then, there really is no controller that you're getting from your desktop. Now the process to go live from your mobile is very similar. All you need to do a title, test, stream, app. Okay, so now let's ramp things up a little bit more and get a little bit more advanced. This is the result that we are going to build out to now. Now there's a few simple tips and a few tools that we're going to incorporate to help you get there. So the first thing you can do to take your live streams up a notch and to get some of these more advanced things happening is to grab some live streaming software or to use a live streaming platform. Now we're not going to run through all the different live streaming options you've got out there. We've already got dedicated OBS or Ecamm Live or BeLive or Stream to bring people in for an interview, or even to share your PowerPoint presentation or your keynote presentation, and much, much more. Now, so I'm not see, honestly, you can't go wrong with either one of those two. Now, instead of coming over to webcam, we're going to leave it up here on stream, and this is where we can fill in the information to schedule up our live stream, which then those platforms or this actually let you schedule up your live stream directly from within the app. Up, we can see ones here that are already been scheduled, or we can come down here to new scheduled live stream, and we can
Welcome to the only tutorial you need to watch to get started with OBS Studio. I'm going over the settings, the graphics and the alerts, and I will stick to the stuff you absolutely need to know, only the basics to get you started. However, we will build a complete stream. Now, before we dive into the settings, if you don't have stream graphics yet and you want your stream to look good, then you can always get the graphics pack from the main sponsor of this channel, which is Own.tv. Own.tv has a huge library of graphics packs that are of the highest quality and that are all complete. So I just opened OBS Studio. Now, if you don't have it yet, go to obsproject.com, download it here. And if you did already install it, make sure you go to help and then check for updates and make sure that there is no update available. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to create a new profile here and then a new scene collection. I will go over what they do exactly later in the video, but basically it will reset your program. Let's call the profile OBS 2023. Click on OK. And basically this way you start with the blank slate like you just installed the program, and with the profile preset and the scene collection preset combined, you will basically have a complete preset of the program with your settings and all your graphics. So before we dive into the scenes and the sources and all that stuff, we need to set up the settings. They are the most important thing. On the right you can go to settings, and I'm definitely not gonna go over everything right here, all the specific settings. You don't need a bunch of stuff here. This is a beginner tutorial. I'm gonna show you what you absolutely need to have a good stream and to go live a few times. And then once you get a feeling for it, you can dive into the settings and customize everything. But a lot of this stuff is extra. Now, the first place I want you to go is to the video tab, because right here you can set up your resolution and then your frame rate. Always set your resolution first and then do all the graphics. Now, to choose your resolution right here and then your frame rate, and then also in the output settings, the bitrate here, you probably heard about this before. All those settings that I just named are dependent on your PC power and then your internet speed. And actually the internet speed is the most important thing, because you can tweak the other settings to fit to your PC. So what you want to do is you want to do a speed test first. Now you just type it in Google. There is a speed test from Google. You can also do this one here from Oaklight is very popular, but I'm just gonna click on start speed test. Now, as you can see, this is my download speed. This here is my upload speed. And with this information, I can now choose in what resolution and what frame rate I want to stream. Now, the settings that you choose will depend on your platform, like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live. And the easiest way is to go to Google, type your platform, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, and then encoding chart streaming. So here we get different resolutions and frame rates, and then all the settings that you need to set up in order to make this resolution and frame rate work. So for example, 1080p 60 FPS, we need an internet speed that supports a bitrate of 6000 kilobits per second. Now if we go down to 720p 60 FPS, we only need 4500, and this also works for YouTube. For example, YouTube encoding chart stream, you click right here, and then boom, we've got a bunch of different resolutions. 1080p 60 FPS, let's check it here. They say this is your resolution, and then this here is your bitrate between 4500 and then 9000. So then you go back to your internet speed test, and you can see that your upload speed here is in megabits per second, while all of the options right here in the encoding charts are in kilobits per second. That's why we need 6000, and then my result is only 30. So it's pretty simple. You just type in the result that you get of your upload speed in megabits per second, and then you multiply it by 1000, and then this here is my upload speed in kilobits per second. So I can go to the encoding chart, and then I can see that my internet is way faster than what I need, so I could comfortably stream in 1080p 60 FPS. Now there's one really important thing, and it's the reason that a lot of people have a stream that's lagging. Let's say that my upload speed here was 6 megabits per second. Well, then I would go to the calculator, and my result after multiplying it would be this here, 6000 kilobits per second. Now I could say, well, I need 6000 here for 1080p 60 FPS, so my internet can handle it. However, if you enter that speed in OBS Studio, then it means that your stream will be using all the data that you have, and then any other thing that's happening on your internet, whether it's you playing Spotify, your sister watching Netflix, your mother that's playing Candy Crush, everything that's happening on your internet will make the usage peak above your maximum speed, and that will mean that your stream will be lagging. So when you have your result of your upload speed, multiply it by 0.8, which means that you keep 20% for other stuff on your internet, and then the result of that is what you should actually use to stream. So if your result is 4800, you will not be able to stream in 1080p 60 FPS. So you could choose to stream in 1080p 30 FPS, because then you need 4500, and we do have that available. Or you could say I really want 60 FPS to make my stream really smooth because I'm playing FPS games. So in that case, you could stream in 720p 60 FPS, because then you need 4500. Now you get the point. Choose your frame rate, choose your resolution, and then we can set up all the other stuff. I'm gonna choose to stream in 1080p here. You make both of these resolutions the same thing. It's the most optimal thing to do. And then I'm gonna choose to stream in .60 FPS. Now besides our resolution and then our frame rate here, we also had the bit rate, and we do set this up in the output tab here. This is the most complicated tab by far. You want to change the output mode to advanced, and then we have the streaming settings, recording, audio and replay buffer. We stay in the streaming tab, and then right here you can set your bitrate. This was your internet speed. I'm gonna choose 6000. If you want to squeeze out a bit more, you can go to 8000. And if you don't see this bitrate option here, make sure your rate control is set to CBR, which means constant bitrate, which means that your bitrate will always be the same. Now, before I dive into all these settings here, I want to go to the audio tab, because this is pretty straightforward. If you want your viewers to hear the game you're playing or the music that's playing on your PC, you just change the desktop audio here to default, and then this will add your default audio device, which is probably your headphones that you are using to listen to your game or to your music. OBS will add this device to the stream. Now, if you don't know what it is, if you go to the bottom right of your screen, you press the audio icon. This is your default audio device. You can also right click it and then go to open sound settings, and then right here you see